Hello friends, it's Joe Arri. In this volunteer refresher segment, we'll be reviewing the building layout. After our extended absence, a review should be helpful whether you're starting your 11th season or hoping to work your 11th overall shift sometime this fall. We'll cover lots of good to know information that can be challenging to remember with the goal of making you feel as prepared and as comfortable as possible before your first shift. Now you were sent a link to some helpful job aids, so don't feel like you have to write everything down. Hopefully we've done that for you. The job aids summarize basically the most important information here. So let's begin by crossing a couple of really easy ones off the list first. We'll begin with water fountains. There is a water fountain next to every set of restrooms, with one exception that I'll note in a moment. So if you know where the closest restroom is, you know where the closest water fountain is. Next, you'll recall that the venues have unique color schemes to help identify them. Muriel Kaufman Theater has red carpet, red-toned upholstery, and red borders on its ticket stock. Hellsberg Hall has blue carpet, blue-toned upholstery, and blue borders on its ticket stock. Okay, now let's begin looking at the details. There are a total of 7 levels in the building. We'll review each one of them beginning at level 1. Let's say you've parked your car and made your way here to the garage vestibule. You'll enter through these 2 sets of double doors into an area we refer to as the tunnel. This is level 1 in the Kaufman Center. At the end of the tunnel is our first security screening location, and stairs, escalator, and elevator to level 2, which is the plaza lobby. Here we see the bridge that leads to the plaza lobby. Crossing that bridge, turning to the right, we find on the west end of the plaza lobby the dining experience, a room with which you're very familiar, the volunteer office. Opposite the volunteer office are the south doors, and stepping outside, we find the drop-off drive, which is the location our valet parking service is available. Stepping back inside, we see the box office. Moving back to the east, across the bridge, we arrive at coat check and a full set of restrooms, including a family restroom. Let's talk about family restrooms quickly. There are a total of 5 of them in the building, one in each of the building lobbies. So we're in the plaza lobby on level 2. That's one location. The orchestra lobby on level 3, there's a family restroom, and there's a family restroom on each of the intermission lobbies, 3, 4, and 5, or excuse me, 5, 6, and 7. So level 1 is the tunnel. Level 2 is the plaza lobby, home to the volunteer office. Now we're ready to move to Brandmeier Great Hall, which we can access either from the center stairs or the center elevator. Let's take the elevator. We step through the doors and select floor 4. Yeah, that's right. Remember, floor 3 is only accessible from Brandmeier using its additional elevators or stairs. We'll see that in a moment. Now we're on Brandmeier Great Hall, which is level 4. When we step off the elevator and turn to the left, we see 3 sets of double doors. These are the north doors. Stepping outside these doors is the area known as the canyon. for obvious reasons. At the end of the canyon on the left-hand side are double doors through which you'll find the security desk and Lost and Found. Now, back on Brandmeier, beginning at the west end, there are stairs and elevator to upper levels, as well as restrooms and a drinking fountain. Muriel Kaufman Theater parterre seating. Our gift shop, center elevators and stairs for access to levels 3 through 7. Moving to the east side of Brandmeier, we find Hellsberg Hall, its parterre seating access, the concert reception suite, restrooms and drinking fountain, and the east staircase and elevator. This elevator goes to level 6. Now, we'll go down to level 3, where the orchestra lobby is. You'll recall that there are stairs down to level 3 on either side of both venues. But we'll take the center elevator down, where we'll find the Muriel Kaufman Theater, orchestra door 6. Now, if we step through this door and through the hall, exit on the opposite side through orchestra door 1, we find a full set of restrooms. Now, this is a set of restrooms that does not have a water fountain adjacent to it. There is one right up the stairs, but there is not one here. So moving back to the orchestra lobby, we see on the east end, Hellsberg Hall. We pass a full set of restrooms, including its family restroom and water fountain. And finally, the orchestra level seating for Hellsberg Hall. Here is orchestra door 1. Okay, moving back up to level 4, Brandmeier Great Hall. We'll take the stairs up to level 5, mezzanine, and we land on the intermission lobby with access to the center elevators and stairs to all levels, a full set of restrooms, including a family restroom and water fountain, and access to mezzanine seating for both performance spaces. Level 6 is identical in layout to level 5, and from there, patrons may access grand tier seating in Muriel Kaufman Theater and in Hellsberg Hall. But level 7 is quite different. In Muriel Kaufman Theater, level 7 is balcony seating, which can be accessed directly from the stairs or the center or west elevators. However, in Hellsberg Hall, level 7 is the upper grand tier, and it cannot be reached by elevator. The east elevator stops at level 6. So to reach the upper grand tier, patrons must take an elevator to level 6 or the stairs, and then ascend the earring staircases to the upper grand tier. Okay, let's review. Level 1 is a tunnel. Level 2 is the plaza lobby where the volunteer office lives. Level 3 is the orchestra lobby and orchestra level seating, and can only be accessed from Brandmeier Great Hall. Level 4 is Brandmeier Great Hall with parterre seating access. Level 5 is mezzanine. Level 6 is grand tier. Level 7 in Hellsberg Hall is the upper grand tier, accessible only through the earring staircases. And level 7 in Muriel Kaufman Theater is the balcony level, accessible by any staircase or elevator. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about doors, sections, and seats and how they're numbered. We'll start with door numbers. When you're in any theater and you're facing the stage, house left is on your left-hand side. Doors in both Muriel Kaufman Theater and Hellsberg Hall are numbered beginning at the orchestra level on house left. So this orchestra level door in Hellsberg Hall is orchestra door 1. Doors are numbered sequentially, so this orchestra door on house right is orchestra door 4. In Hellsberg Hall, seating on the sides is grouped by section and referred to by the hundreds group of the seats they contain. For example, the mezzanine 400s. These sections are accessed via an interior hallway with doors that are clearly marked. However, in Muriel Kaufman Theater, the sides are divided into boxes and referred to by box number. For example, mezzanine box 5. The boxes are also accessed via an interior hallway with doors that are clearly marked. Now, let's review seat numbering. You may recall a memory device that we use to help remember door, section, and seat numbering schemes. That's low, left, odd. The first half of that is low left, which can help you remember that in any center section facing the stage, in both Hellsberg Hall and Muriel Kaufman Theater, the lowest seat number in any row is on the house left side, low left. So if you're in the center mezzanine section, the lowest seat number begins on the house left side of each row. The same is true for orchestra, parterre, etc. So that's low left. Now let's talk about left odd. The odd numbered sections, boxes, in both performance spaces are on house left. So in Hellsberg Hall, for example, on the mezzanine level, the 500 section is on house left, as are the 700s and 900s. The even-numbered seating sections are on house right. So opposite the 300s on house left are the 200s on house right, as are the 400s, 600s, and 800s. Okay, so we can't use low left as the memory aid for the seat numbers in the side, so I use this one instead. 1 foot. If you're 1 foot away from something, you're very close to it. So the seat in each section closest to the stage is the lowest seat number. In Hellsberg Hall Mezzanine 500, the seat closest to the stage is 501. Okay, time for one more review, and we'll be all finished. Level 1 is the tunnel. Level 2, the plaza lobby, home to the volunteer office. Level 3 is the orchestra lobby, which is only accessible from stairs or elevator on Brandmeier Great Hall. Level 4 is Brandmeier. Level 5 is the mezzanine level. Level 6 is Grand Tier. Level 7 on the MKT side is balcony seating. Level 7 on the Hellsberg Hall side is the upper Grand Tier. And that's it. Thanks a lot for your time. I appreciate it. Don't forget you'll have a short quiz to test your knowledge of these items in VSIS. I hope you enjoy that. And I look forward to seeing all of you back at the Kauffman Center this fall. Thanks.